week, I accidentally made two videos that became really popular on this app. While I appreciate all the support, it was kind of a lot. So I decided to take a break and support some other YouTube creators. I quickly learned that was a mistake. Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. I'm just here to remind you to spread love and kindness. Also use my code BEAUTIFUL for 2 cents off this makeup brush. Mwah! Yeah, that wasn't very funny. I thought the wig would be the joke, but the fact that I'm now sitting here feeling like I have to explain the joke wasn't the best, so yeah, moral of the story is I've seen way too many people I know on YouTube. Now I'm gonna cut back to myself in shame that I'm putting this on the internet because I just really wanted to wear a wig and try to, okay. It seems like everyone I know is trying to become an influencer. While apps like TikTok may make it seem very attainable because you consume so much content so quickly, other platforms are on the rise as well. A lot of people I know are posting content that's kind of day in my life, lifestyle, things like that. I guess now, technically including myself. But I wonder why these influencer trends are becoming so popular and why this dream is now shared by so many people. Not really one universal answer. Some people do it for the so-called money, some people do it for the fame, while other people like myself try to avoid TikTok at all costs because short-form content scares me. I often talk way too much for my own good, and I can't seem to cut my words into only 30 seconds, and even the ones that are longer than 30 seconds feel like they're 30 seconds because everyone's talking at 2 times speed. I don't even know what I just said. So basically, there are so many different reasons why people might flock to social media. It's important to recognize why everyone is different. Hey everyone, it's me again. I'm the girl from the video. I wanted to start this off with a quick disclaimer before I actually got into it. I don't want this to be misconstrued as this being inherently a bad thing. I think the ability to give everyone a platform is actually a really positive thing, that people are able to just start posting and have the potential to become famous. So no matter how negative I might sound in my videos, I want to say it really is positive that a lot of people are able to explore, contribute, and become successful on social media. Also, I think we should be supporting a lot of smaller creators. There are so many creators out there. There are so many different niches. There's no reason for it to be hyper competitive or really a place to tear each other down. So even if I sound negative, I think it is truly an amazing thing that so many people are able to have a platform. My friend Veronica, for example, she just posted a really interesting video about crumble cookies, so you should check that out and check out her channel. And also just support other creators, because I think there is a time and a place for people to be critical of each other, but sometimes it's good to just have that support. So back to myself. To be honest, whenever I started posting content last week, I didn't think anyone that wasn't my friends or family would watch my videos. And now my most recent video has 40,000 views, which is the capacity for PNC Park where the Pittsburgh Pirates play. I outsold the Pittsburgh Pirates, which isn't really that hard to do because the Pirates aren't very good, but that's crazy! Thank you! I also now have 938 subscribers, which is so many people. That's so many people! So thank you guys. This is really overwhelming. I just started posting content that I find fun, and I'm really glad that everyone else is having fun with me. But that's where I realized I should probably introduce myself, because I was under the assumption that everyone already knew who I was. That's not true. And if you guys know who I am, I don't know who you are, so let's take a break and introduce ourselves. I'll go first. Hi, I'm Natalie, or nat.the.main.character. If you're wondering where that came from, me too. I came up with it in middle school because I had this genius idea for when I became famous. It could be different depending upon how you pronounce it, so it could be like, hi, I'm Nat, the main character. Or, I'm not the main character. And then I realized that was really cringy, but I couldn't think of a better username, so maybe I'll change it, but enough people have already seen it that at this point it doesn't really mean anything anymore. Some more things about me. This feels like orientation week. I'm from Pittsburgh, if you couldn't tell from the Pittsburgh Pirates reference. I just finished my sophomore year of college. I'm studying communications, multi-platform journalism, public relations with a minor in Spanish. Journalism is where my heart is, it's where I see myself going in the future. I'm currently doing an internship with the Pittsburgh Media Partnership. Essentially, that just means I'm writing for different news outlets across Pittsburgh. I actually, this morning, a few hours ago, before I'm sitting in my room filming this video, I worked at the Pittsburgh Magazine office, so I'm like a rom-com protagonist who works in a magazine, but without the rom or the com, but I'm comms, so it is really fun to be able to try out some different avenues. I am also studying PR, but that's mainly just because if I were to get into a big scandal, I can be my own public relationist. Public relation. Oh, I should probably know this one. I'll edit myself saying it here. Publicist. The word I was looking for is publicist. I also need to stop doing this. I don't like having to make more work for myself, so I think this is the last you'll see of me from the future, but back to me from the past. But now, once I become an expert, I'll be able to solve any crisis that comes my way with an apology from the heart. Ah, I'm so sorry. Okay. Answer the question of this video, why I became an influencer. I wish I could say it was for some better reason than it actually is, but in reality, sorry, this is Dave. In reality, I hate video editing. I'm really bad at it, and I need to get better, especially because I see myself going into broadcasting, and you can only lie so many times in your resume. Whenever I say that I'm proficient in the Adobe suite, I should probably actually know how to use Adobe Premiere instead of just using it once or twice in a class. So I hate video editing, I'm suffering through, and I want to build myself kind of a portfolio, so you guys are seeing my practice rounds and me attempting to learn how to edit. So this channel was 100% just built for me and also my friends, and I'm really happy that I can share my journey with everyone else. But yeah, I wish I could say I started for like cool reasons, but I'm just bad at video editing and want to get better. If you've seen other videos on my channel, you might know that I love Wicked and musical theater, as well as Barbie movies, and that's pretty much my personality, except you need to throw in pop girlies. I'll put in a series of pictures that are my personal favorites. I'm wearing my Reputation Taylor's version, because now every version is Taylor's version. I could talk about that all day. I love Taylor Swift. Here's a picture of me at the Eras Tour. I have been to every single Taylor Swift tour since the Red Tour, so I'm a Swiftie if you couldn't tell. Here's a picture of me when I went to see Chappell Roan with my friends on the day Good Luck Babe was released. And here's a series of pictures of me from the different times I've done Sabrina Carpenter research projects. I was really hyper-focused on the time when she caused controversy within the Catholic Church, so I wrote a speech on it for a series of debate tournaments and ended up winning something at our national tournament. I also presented about the same topic about Sabrina Carpenter to our undergraduate research symposium at my university, so I love Sabrina Carpenter and I love talking and doing things like that, so that's kind of it. I do a lot of cool things, but not things that make sense in a video, so you're just gonna have to subscribe to my channel and learn about my really epic life. But yeah, as for equipment, I'm filming this on my iPhone. I think I have the iPhone 13, but for my birthday that's upcoming, I actually am getting a camera, so I'm very excited. It's like a little action camera, so you'll get to see it in action probably next week. I also have this little free ring light that I got from my school, so I'm actually pretty fancy with my equipment setup. And I don't know, what else do the people want to know? I'm a Gemini, so take that information as you will. I did in fact write a script because I realized as soon as I would start filming, I would forget every single thing about me, so I'll consult my script. In my pageant vlog, you'll know that I love my friends. I have a really amazing, supportive community of friends and family. I'm studying abroad next semester, so I'm actually going to make a whole announcement video, a whole series about that, so I'm not going to tell you where I am going yet. It's going to be a secret, but I also, part of the reason why I started this channel is because I wanted to be able to vlog while I was in Europe, but now I am just talking in my room. Someone called me a commentary YouTuber, and I feel like I can now comment on things. I have that official title, so before I go abroad, I'm going to comment, and that's what this channel is going to be for. And if there's anything else you want to see from me, please let me know. As you could tell, I was not prepared to have the platform that I have, and I am so grateful. I have one video that I'm working on now, and I love it so much, and I don't think anyone else is gonna get it. That's not supposed to be like some, you won't understand, but like, the video I'm scripting doesn't make any sense, and I was trying to explain it to my friends because it involves a whole bunch of moving parts. So I'm really excited, so you should definitely subscribe if you want to hear my brain as it works. But now I want to hear about all of you. It was probably unconventional, maybe a little short, maybe a little long. Again, it'll take me a while to probably edit this, but I really can't say enough how grateful I am for everyone who's watching these videos. When I first made my Wicked video and I saw that there were more than like 100 people that started watching, I just couldn't believe it. And then I saw there were 1,000 people. And then one time I woke up in the morning, there were over 5,000 views. And then I posted my Barbie video. That has 40,000 views. That's so bizarre. And that's really amazing. So thank you. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for subscribing. I know it might be scary subscribing to someone you don't know. It's someone who doesn't really have much of a channel to follow back on or see like if you actually want to vibe with my content, because my content isn't really there. So I just appreciate every single one of you. If you're still watching this video, feel free to subscribe. I heard that if I get 1,000 subscribers, which I'm actually pretty close to, and 4,000 watch hours, which I'm also kind of close to, I could start to get paid. And maybe once I get paid, I'll tell my family about this channel, and then maybe I'll put it on my resume because it's like a job. And also, who doesn't want to get paid to just talk about things they love? So feel free to subscribe. Also, I have other social media. I have an Instagram. I technically have a TikTok, but I haven't really used that or posted that yet. So if you want to be a stalker, you can find me there. Again, feel free to introduce yourself in the comments. And I really, really, really need to get better at ending videos. I feel like I've noticed that I'm awkward about it and I've become self-aware, but just because I'm self-aware doesn't mean I'm better at it. So if you have a fan name, comment down below what you want to be called. And if you have any suggestions on how to be a human and interact normally, feel free to give me some advice in the comments. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe and have a really great day. Kisses. Okay, bye now.